parables and fables, distorted sense of reality I won't enable.
You are what you eat. Respect your body from your crown to your feet. As Baba will, yo, let me speak so I could teach my people and let them see. The telling lies to your vision, it's all see-through. I'm a truth seeker, never paired with non-believers, not ignorant to the fact that the world was filled with deceivers. C and B, am I really my brother's keeper? Cause some brothers try to cuff your wife and keep her. If that would ever happen to me, a knife will meet you. Whatever happened to so-and-so? We met the Reaper. No grave sites to visit, cremated, he's in the ether. Stoicism, I see you like the eyes of the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, dead man made you. But the universe is my venue, the masterpiece of life, and the earth is on the menu. Human beings are a product of nature, that's universal.
Heard you speaking in tongues, parables and fables, distorted sense of reality I won't enable. Heard you speaking in tongues, parables and fables, distorted sense of reality I won't enable.
Metamorphosis, I'm singing what the chorus is, and more intelligent than a swimming pair of tortoises. We're flying high and on the ground is where the Taurus is. Pulse chain was launched in May, the month of Taurus is. Sometimes I got a lot of pain and my heart's filled with rage, cause I grew up like a bird in a gilded cage. Imaginary friends were my best ones. I got betrayed too many times, and that was troublesome. I was alone in my cage and I wanted to have some fun. I had to double back and reimagine another one. The alcohol touched my lips as a young gun. I wanted the night to pass over, couldn't wait to see the sun. I was 12 then, and many years later, my job is to help improve broken lives so they can be greater. Eat life, you are what you eat. And don't forget, give thanks to the Creator. Imagine you wake up and you're caked up. Your friends got their handouts, cause you the oven baker. Betty Crocker meets Aunt Jemima without the head wrap. Disrespect, it's a rap. Get your head tapped with the Chinese acupressure. Meet Jamaica from Ocho Rios to Cuatro Cinco. I'm a staker. It's only right I invest in hex. I got the voodoo in my DNA cause my bloodline royal. What? Every man, woman, and child leaves the toilet bowl soiled. I live my life to the fullest before I return to the soil. And y'all spoiled. Bigger than you fire intros to my videos. Who know how high the price of hex can go? Real high. You know we hit the mainstream when you see Red Man and Method Man with Richard Hart in the video. Indeed. The white moon boots tells the truth. And the blockchain serves as proof. If you have a missing tooth, you good. As long as you can take care of the youth. Not many will understand, it's only a few. And if you still don't understand it, it wasn't meant for you. Not meant for you. But shout out to the Anunnaki. I'm sipping hot sake, wondering why I never liked watching hockey. Nah, maybe it's cause I'm Haitian, cause of soccer. I don't like when people speak cocky, not really. Or caca. I used to drink the Goya Malta, crush the yerba in a spliff, puffin' lala. Off the coast of Labadee, sandy beach. It's magic in your face, voila, voila. It's magical, nigga.
If you owe me, pay me in gold. Not interested in your checks. Better yet, you better invest and pay me in hex. I'm a threat to those bounded by illusion of religion. My intentions always pure, that's why it's good energy when I mention financial freedom. The aim, picture hitting your target daily. Must be crazy, you not getting my services unless you pay me. Your paper short like the twi, mine longer than Sooty people. Black Beatles, my garments iron thoroughly, free of wrinkles. My philosophy trumps hypocrisy, divinely guided astrology. The star in the tarot deck, Aquarian born, so they honor me. My cup flooded with riches, you fall in love with these bitches. Through social media pictures, I'm in the booth spitting scriptures. Account flooded with hex, 2 queens when I'm having sex. Like I've been said, I'm the best, I'm truly different from the rest. Getting downloads when I sleep, my astral projections is deep. And the tree I used to smoke was so strong that it used to reap, nigga.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What we doing? What's going on, everybody? Blessings and all that. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody in attendance. LaDanny Amore, PS Gaming 73, 10 Top in the building, Young Provo in the building. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Hope everybody's doing well. What's happening out here? Yo, we just crossed the 2-month threshold. The threshold. The threshold. 2 months, whatever that means. What am I talking about? I'm talking about, Pulse Chain being active for 2 months has been nothing less than an emotional roller coaster ride, if you allowed it to be an emotional roller coaster. But in 60 something days, right? 60 days or so, 60, 61 days, man, it feels like it's been out for 5 years, except it hasn't really reflected in our wallets the way we'd like. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been reflected, man. Shout out to the chat, man. It's me, Easy, in the building. Peace, 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 and blessings. You already know, man. We stay on the grizzle. Westcott in the building, doing great things in the community. Westcott, y'all follow this gentleman right here. One half of the Pulse Nation, doing crazy stuff in the community in a positive way. This content right now, what I'm talking about is yeah. Oh, for sure, man. No, life, you know how it goes, bro. You know how it goes, Provo. Becoming an asset and not a liability. Look, we got this Pulse Chain thing that's active for 61 and 62 days. And folks have become liabilities rather than assets. And it's a mindset. That's how I feel, It's been a mindset. Like I've been watching, like this last week and change, I've been watching people do all kinds of crazy stuff. Folks that, you're supposed to at least have a decent pulse in the street, pun intended. Your heart's supposed to be in the right place, pun intended. And they've just done some other things because they've decided to allow their emotions to dictate their actions. I mean, we've seen many examples of that, but some of these people are, revered by many people in the community, and they're showing you other things, and it creates confusion for some if you're not careful. You got to have a strong mind, people. You really have to have a strong mind out here. You can't just be out here listening to everyone thinking that they're telling you something that's 100% factual, because that's not the case. Look, we're talking about money. We're talking about money. You think people are always going to be factual with you? No, they want you to actually give them what you have. This is why this thing is peer-to-peer. We need the community in order for these blockchains and these coins and tokens to work. We understand all that. But in order for you to become an asset and not a liability, you have to understand what you own. You have to understand the value that's present with what you own. You have to understand that sometimes you have the answer more than anybody else who's pretending to have the answer. Sometimes you have to understand and have confidence in what you believe and what you comprehend versus someone else who may have 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 followers. Do you think you think anybody out here can respect you and your wealth better than you? If you do, then just sign your check, or anytime you make a payment, just describe yourself as being a liability. That's it, because all you do is expend energy. You're a spendthrift. All you do is like you're a hazard to your own well-being. Okay? There are great things that are happening. Pulse Chain is here and it's been thriving for 61 plus days. That's a great thing for people who sacrifice. Those who have it, they have no clue what we're talking about. But for those of us who've been sitting here on our laurels, going through all kinds of roller coaster emotion, bipolar ups and downs, for the last 2 years. We have this thing. There's no wondering anymore. We're past that. And now that it's here, make the most of it. Enjoy the time. Enjoy the fact that we're here at the inception still. Talking 61 days. That's nothing. That's nothing. 61 days and you own something that could probably become something great in the future. We don't know. No one knows. No one knows. How are you going to be beneficial? If you don't understand that you're an asset, you're not going to respect anything you hold as an asset because you don't think you're worth it. You don't think you're worthy of having what you have. That's why people relinquish it at the drop of a dime. Just drop it. Oh, they didn't like a tweet that was said. They didn't like a post that was made. They didn't like whatever. And they get rid of whatever because they just did not believe in it anyway. You know? Hell, look what's going on. There's a movie coming out. There's a movie coming out. And then you still see people jeering and throwing rocks and just not really paying attention or creating their own momentum to spread the word. There's the highest of stakes, whatever. It's coming out. Tickets are being sold out throughout the country. That's not something that's even celebrated in the media, in crypto media. Forget about, little, blogger and bootleg streamers. It's not even something that's celebrated. You don't hear it on no type of crypto news media outlets. And I follow some of these crypto news guys. They haven't talked about anything related to the highest of stakes. At minimum, it could just at least shine light on what's going on. That's one of the best marketing tools that we have at our disposal, right? That didn't have to even be. It didn't even have to exist, but it is. Here it is. We've seen the trailer 1,000 times. Now the real thing is coming, August 4th. How are we going to engender, goodwill and spread the word? Some folks just don't even care. They want other people to do the work for them. Maybe, maybe not. But it's happening. What other crypto community can say emphatically today that they have a film coming outside of Bitcoin? We've seen how many documentaries, schmockumentaries outside of BTC. I saw a show the other day. They had some fake crypto talking about some fake, and I'm not saying, I'm talking literally fake stuff they made up. That's in that's in mainstream. That's on, at least on Netflix. Here we have an actual film. It needs to be, at least you got to feel good about that. If you don't, that means you got to do some type of deep self-reflection. Deep self-reflection. You got to sharpen your sword. You got to get involved with activities that's going to enrich your life, right? Strengthen yourself, improve your health, improve your mindset. Okay? Why get caught up with drama about some Pulse X when people didn't even do their due diligence and it caught fire for a day or two from somebody who came out of nowhere talking about pointy elbows and funny slippers, and you taking them as a thought leader? You really doing this to yourself? So you might as well give them your private keys. And I'm saying that to be 100 because y'all like these people. You like these people. Do they like you and your money? I'm trying to touch y'all in a way to help you understand from a grassroots, me to a device. This is two-dimensional from me to you. Like, people out here, we want to believe the best in people. We want to, give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but folks make mistakes out here, y'all. What you should do as a person who believes, and in my opinion, and I don't really give advice, but I know what I do. After studying for years what these things are, It's very hard to wrap your head around even the mechanics of how these tokens work. So this is ongoing work in progress. You're gonna disrespect your due diligence and listen to somebody in a different part of the planet talk to you about how the founder lied to you about these liquidity fees and stuff, and then lose your wits. How's that work? How's that work? I don't understand that. How's that bringing any type of anything to make price go up for you? Meanwhile, you could have fun being creative, using your imagination, or just basically relaxing and living life, knowing that August 4th, this movie's coming out for the community. Like, it's for the community and for the world, but it's really for the community. Like, yo, this is crazy. It's a beautiful thing. Something that should be, celebrated. Look forward to something, man. Yo, we woke up today. Like, that's a blessing. A lot of people didn't. On top of that, we're cutting edge. We're cutting edge. We're on the tip of the spear. This thing that's going on. Like, think about it. Like, all these people that's on deck waiting to come onto Pulse Chain, right? The ones that do come on, I hope they succeed. I hope they fare well. I hope nobody gets rugged. But sorry to say, folks, somebody in the community already issued a couple tweets showing all the projects that rugged already so far in 61 days. And it was a crazy list. 3 snapshots, screenshots, or whatever. Because this is what happens. And I've been telling y'all since day one, those of you who've been listening to me, that I'm not crazy about a lot of these sacrifice things. Only because more so than about just helping you dilute your attention and distract you, is because the majority of them have done wrong, have hurt people, have scammed, have rugged, have stolen funds, yo. But y'all want to hold on to a dream, a dollar in a dream, hoping that something hits. You're listening to folks tell you that they're going to relinquish all they have and buy a meme coin. That should have been a signal for many of y'all. That should have been a signal for y'all that was in the meme coin to let you know, yo, this person right here is going to dump all their crypto into a meme. And you think that's a win for you? Well, you start to sweat. You became a liability to yourself. You started to become anxious and feel like they knew what they were talking about based on what? Popularity? Is popularity going to help you earn, build, generate yield, improve your health, improve your mindset? Is popularity going to feed you and your family? Is popularity going to help you generate wealth? Popularity? This is what folks like just thrive on. Attention. I understand the social engineering with this whole thing. I understand it's done by design. Hell, I'm a part of it. I'm creating content on a social media app and platform. This first world culture, first world technology, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not a sucker gonna be listening to some fake person talk about some red pill community, talk about how they're pro man and whatever when they sleep with trannies. What we doing? Shout out to everybody though. Do what you do, but you can't just be trying to pull the wool over people's eyes. And then this is the person you're trying to, get the attention from in the community of what? Focus on what you got going on. Focus on the fact that, yo, what did you do this for? What did you sacrifice for? You sacrificed all this time to relinquish what you have and give it elsewhere based on somebody's what? Position in social media presence? Why don't you reflect on your personal life and personal finances and understand how you can uproot yourself out of debt so you can get rid of those liabilities and acquire more assets and allow the assets to work for you on your behalf. But first you have to have that mindset that you are that asset. You have to know that. More so believe it. Like, you have to know this. Because then you'll get caught up in a situation where you have members in the community talk to you about how they're going to throw you a course. You just got to pay for it. You got to pay for this group. You got to pay for this course. You got to pay for this. You got to pay for that. Keep paying. Everybody, you got to pay. Everybody. Nobody's paying you for anything, though, because they see you as a vic. They see you as the lick. They see you as the victim. They understand risk-taking to the point where they put their own necks on the line, not having your best interests in mind, fooling you into believe they have something that you need. You have to pay for it. Meanwhile, it's foolishness. It's BS. When you pay for a course, you know how many times over the years, for example, I've paid for nonsense, network marketing, trash, conference trash, realizing to myself that each time I did that, I was just hoodwinked, bamboozled. And it was information. This was before the internet as it is now, but then especially now where we have information at our disposal, at our fingertips, with this information superhighway called the internet. You don't need anybody to teach you anything and convince. It's readily available. All you gotta do is apply yourself and read and study, understand it, absorb it, because you should be worth it. You're the first asset in your life. But if you don't believe that, you get caught up, you be the liability and live as such forever, for as long as you want to think that you're not worthy of having anything of value in your life. It's only been 61 days, 62, whatever, 2 months, 2 months. Here we are, still going through it, holding on, doing what we do. Don't get shaken out. Don't get shaken out because somebody shows up on the scene out of nowhere. This is going to keep on happening, folks. I see them and I see it. This is what it is. It's like fly paper. The flies start buzzing around. They see the fly paper called pulse chain. Not to disrespect pulse chain, but you got all these side projects. They're the flies. They buzzing around. They attaching. They stuck on the pulse chain. But if you're not careful, man, you'll be stuck in a bad way too. You'll be stuck in a bad way, feeling like, yo, how I got here. Not only am I stuck, but I gave my crypto away to this sacrifice, that sacrifice. Yo, I'm sacrifice exhausted. I don't want to hear about that no more. I'm coin exhausted. I don't care what product you got. So-called product, project, whatever you want to call it. Talk about you issuing a new coin that's going to generate something that I like. I'm going to hold on to what I like. How about that? And use my energy on my own time to keep acquiring what I like directly. I don't need yours to help me get what I like already, because when I get yours, you're getting mine still. I don't care what you say about security audits, right? No back doors. You're not earning anything. All of a sudden, you're just Mother Teresa out this mother. Like, what we doing? You're not doing me any favors. It's just what it is, man. Like this is how I take it serious. I don't know how everybody else feels, but this is how I do as far as respecting what I generated, what I possess. Because it could easily go from a mistake. A mistake that I won't be able to recover from. It's very easy. I'm a man of a certain age, you know what I'm saying? All of y'all, Generation Z, millennials, God bless all y'all. The millennials, Generation Z, the alphas are coming right behind y'all. Y'all gonna understand this better than Boomer and Generation. I don't even know what generation I'm. I know I'm not millennial. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the keys to the future. With this, a lot of us we effed it up for y'all. We messed it up. We broke a lot of plates and we leaving it for you all to fix. But you got the advantage because you have youth on your side, you have intelligence on your side. You're able, and you have evolution on your side. You're able to take advantage of risks better than me, because I've already walked and lived some decades. Passing this on down to y'all, trying to pay it forward in a way. And I know I'm not like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm not 200 years old, but still, I'm a mortal person. I understand my limitations, and I understand a lot of things that I'm doing now. What I'm doing now is not just for me. I wish when I was 20 years old, 25 years old, even 30, even 35, that I was hearing this information that I'm sharing, because it would have put me all together. I would have avoided a lot of things, a lot of mistakes. I would have really understood and learned about investing, especially if crypto was around when in my heyday. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of things I would have avoided. I would not have acquired debt, because I was taught that at minimum, let me tell you, share something. I was taught something crazy, like if you go to school, let's say you want to pursue higher education, right? Post high school, and you want to take out a loan for college or even graduate, that was considered in the world and in the eyes of creditors as good debt. Because the idea is, okay, you're borrowing this money to further your education to become a work slave. You're already a debt slave, so you're going to become a worker, become a more efficient slave for the rest of your life. So it's good debt. It's good for them all around, and they'll give you as much as you need. And I bought that. I bought into that lie. I bought into that trap. Right? I embrace liability, hard body. No one got time for that, man. No one has time for that. There's people that I know who have passed away with debt, left debt behind. They're members of communities that I represent, that I'm a part of, that have no will. They have nothing related to any type of estate planning. Nothing. So when they expire, it's about, create a GoFundMe, right? I saw a thing where they trying to support the guy that sold his hacks. He's in the movie, right? The guy with his family, his wife, and he's in the movie, and he bought at the top and put it all put it all in hex, I guess, and they're trying to donate and build, something for him, so to give to him. I don't know how successful that's been. I think that's fire, but it triggered something in me. It let me understand that, you see, that act of generosity is not exemplified in all communities. Like the community I represent doesn't do that, right? It's absent. And it showed me that just how we continuously live in a state of being dependent on somebody to feed, on somebody to give us money, on some type of entity, because we don't know how to create for our own. We don't know how to be owners. We don't know how to take charge. And sometimes we may know, but we don't have the confidence to take charge, especially if you're surrounded around people who are asleep, who are weak, and it's not their fault. They're just mentally not equipped and not daring enough to go against the status quo. Even in crypto, you find that. And not everybody in crypto is about the business of crypto. It's just not what it is. And and I'm saying it to be honest and frank. This is all about making money. But making money is one thing. Keeping the money and allowing that money to work on your behalf and preserving that money is something entirely different. I'm part of a community. In any circle that I'm a part of, nobody enjoys or can even can even sit with me and listen to anything I have to say crypto related past 60 seconds. I stopped onboarding a year ago. Maybe it'll change when the bull market returns, but I had to stop onboarding a year ago. And I've onboarded different people. But I saw what it took from even at that point, and even now, because I can't help myself but to share how becoming an asset is so empowering. It's so enriching in many ways, and one, more than just about making money. Again, if your health is poor and all the way messed up, how are you going to enjoy whatever money you do amass, whatever wealth you do generate, whatever assets you have? You won't be able to. So becoming an asset is there's much more involved than just about money. It's about also having the consciousness to know that acquiring and possessing knowledge is what's going to open the doors, is what's going to bring the opportunities for you. The knowledge. If you know nothing, you'll be nothing. Your life will reflect nothing, right? When you acquire and you possess the knowledge, not only can no one take that away from you, but whatever wealth you're looking to acquire will run to you. The money will chase you because you have the know-how and you know how to apply it. But a lot of these people that I'm around don't care. It's about what's in it for them. They speak to me like I have an angle or I'm trying to hustle them. And it's not their fault, because I've also been around hustlers growing up in my life, right? But I see there's a better way. There's better way. I don't try to just keep a narrow view of things, because everything that I think is not the sum total of what is. It's just limited to what is in my skull and in my brain as far as my thoughts. There's a world, there's a universe out here of possibilities, endless possibilities. And we have crypto right here. We have this space, not even just crypto, but the DeFi, not even just DeFi, but these specific tokens right here. Starting with Hex, that just generates yield, whether you like it or not. That's been working. It's going to continue to work as long as there's electricity and the internet works. Why wouldn't I apply? Why wouldn't I possess and acquire? And it's not about Ethereum versus Pulse Chain. I don't care about that gay ass narrative. To me, it's just nonsense. Thumb thugging and just fighting and backbiting one another. Nobody cares. Nobody really cares. Sure, one is more expensive than the other, but listen, man, I'm trying to just reach people so they understand, listen, this is what's going on here. And when they do their research and they come back to me and tell me they see Hex on 4 other chains: Ethereum, POW, Ethereum Fair, and even Polygon. Polygon you can't stake, but it's over there. What am I going to tell them? Look, you do the research. I'm not your advisor. I don't have a CFA or whatever. I'm not a chartered financial analyst or blah, blah, blah. Because none of that means nothing anyway. Y'all buy into that. Y'all buy into initials. Y'all buy into all this stuff that means nothing. Do you have to have a doctorate to invest in Hex? Do you know? No, you don't. You don't. But you listen to people who seemingly come from whatever background, lull you to sleep and tell you that Hex ain't gonna do what it's programmed to do. They're telling you based on what? How successful have they been to allow thousands of people to become better financially in life? How successful have they been? But you buy into the pH balance rhetoric. Understand? So how are you becoming an asset? How are you respecting your assets? How are you allowing your assets to multiply in your favor? You're not. because you watch content creators, you go to Twitter, you engage in the drama, and how's it when you look at all those activities that's taking place, all the talking, including what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to kick something real that a lot of people don't do. Only a few of us do this. But you listen to a lot of the other noise. Does it translate favorably to you in your wallet? Do you see more numbers go up? Do you see things happening? Do you if you don't, then that should tell you something. It should tell you something. Did you drink water today? Did you eat fruits? Did you rest? Did you do something that you enjoy? No? Maybe you should think about doing that. Did you take care of yourself? Did you buy something? Did you treat yourself? No? Maybe you should think about doing that. Because it starts with you. And allow the community, allow the crypto, allow the markets, allow the macro, all these events to unfold the way it's going to unfold. If BlackRock is going to get their ETF approved, bravo. XRP, Ripple did their Thug Fizzle versus SEC, bravo. We live in life though, because BlackRock, SEC, Rip, they don't care about me and you right now. They're not caring about you and I. They don't care about none of that. None of the things we have going on. None of the real challenges that we have to face every day. They don't care. You have to care. You have to care more about yourself than listening to somebody on internet tell you what to do with your money. You have to care. And if it don't feel right, pay attention. I always talk about the intuition. If your gut tells you something ain't right, guess what? It may not be right. How many people talked about these DEXs that came out so far? Oh, look at these APRs. The APRs are raging. They're raging. Yeah, the APRs change. They go down. And you again, getting distracted. Buying into stuff that doesn't even matter. Making you believe that you can multiply some other coin to acquire what you like, and then you get caught up and find out Whale's Candy was a rug. What are we doing? Whale's Candy was a rug. It's just one example out of 100 that I already know. Rug the people, man. It's nothing because folks don't care. They're taking advantage. You think this is really regulated as you may believe? You watch these fake crypto news outlets give you fake news to make you believe that so much regulation is coming down the pike. And I'm not saying that it's not, but they almost allow you to believe that it's happening actually right now in real time, that the regulations are enforced right now, right? If they were, look at how many people consistently get rugged. Consistent within this community. So you don't have to believe anything I'm saying, but you want to buy into somebody talking to you about some Andrew Tate. Like that's gonna. How does that transform you and make you become a better man? Like really, like for real, like as a person who's really conscious and really leading your life, you're governing your life as a head of your own life. And should you be afforded the opportunity to have a family to take care of, right? You as a man who take care of your responsibilities, you meet your obligations on a regular basis. What does an Andrew Tate have for you to dictate to you what being a man should really be about? Not to dispel like some of the things he says, because I do agree with some things, not everything, because he's just entertainment for me. But y'all want to go chase him for popularity. This is the misdirection, in my opinion, that people get caught up in. That misdirection should go within. build yourself. Check out the chat. What's going on, y'all? Jay Gold, salute to you. He said NFTs gonna pump Pulse bags. We shall see. Torrin says, Torrin, salute to you. Pump for TOS, exactly. More Hex in the building. Alan Fizzer May, Randolph Schreiner. You're very welcome. Glad to have you. It's me, Easy. Says Gen Z. Yo, more power to you. Yo, allow your youth to be an asset, an advantage. Take full advantage of your youth, brother. Said boomers messed it up, not Gen X. Yeah, Gen X did a little, we screwed some things up too, because we didn't fix a lot of what the boomers did. We passing it on, right? We screwed up some things too. The Danny Amor, Generation 1982 right here. I hear you. Millennial, is that millennial? Gen Z? I don't know. I don't even know. Kenny Wood, good to see you. Like the young people say, and the other people say, smash the like button, share the stream. Big GZ, big up to you. 12-hour work days ruined my life. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. You know, but you're here, and this is the thing. This is why, like, that's what touches me. This is what, because I'm a working person, right? And I've worked for too long, in my opinion. Like, and not that I don't like working. I enjoy working. I really enjoy what I do. I just don't like working for other people. But I've been trained to do this for so long, right? And it's a fight, an internal fight that I go through, because I've been doing it so long. I've been programmed since inception, you know. Crypto Khalil in the building, saying what's up to Jay Gold. At work, I'm stacking the bag before I bridge more in. Salute to stacking the bag. 100%, 100%. Excuse me 1 second, folks. You know, I remember these times, like in these cycles. Like, I think about the 3 zeros, the 4 zeros, and a number. When cryptos are hovering around those prices, sometimes when you're going through the moment, you don't think that it's going to go much higher, right? Or at least I didn't. And then the bull market comes and you're like, damn, I missed it again and again and again. Now's that time, right? It's where 3 zeros, 4 zeros, and a number. You're thinking, oh, this is a wash. Oh, it's never going to do this. Don't do that. That's you psyching yourself out for no reason and listening to empty rhetoric from people who do not care about you. I don't care who they are. Anybody who's trying to talk you out of situations that have worked, that have been working the best way, and there's no perfect situation. Do not allow people to sweet talk you out of your blessings, man. Like, that's what's happening here, and that's what will continue to happen. You gotta forge through the fire. You have to, because it's a battle, and it doesn't have to be a battle. It only becomes a battle if you allow it to be a battle. It's just how it is. Hasn't been a battle for me within the last couple years, because I learned the previous 4 before that, like what I was going through and putting myself through, I had to learn from my mistakes, and I had to appreciate the good things that I did. And I'm just sharing it with the people here. You know, be careful out here, man. Got to be careful. It's a beautiful thing. Like a movie's coming out. Like whether, I don't care how it even turns out. Just the fact that there's going to be a movie talking about this, so the world could experience what we've been experiencing this whole time, to an extent, but they could visually see something that's powerful, in a sense where, I mean, talk about marketing. We at the cutting edge. We're at the precipice of something huge, in my opinion. I don't care what other people are talking about. Scared. They're scared now. Like people are scared. What happened? No, you got to have a strong 10,000x field, man. That's what brought us to this point. What happened? Everybody giving up? Not everybody, but people scared to say 10,000x for pulse chain and pulse sec. They're scared. Why are you scared to say that? You never believed in it then. When you could visualize it, right? Becomes more real to you. You could visualize it. You could see yourself acquiring many things, right? Becomes more polarized. You could watch yourself in your own film. Becomes more real. Yeah, why not 10,000? Why not 15,000? Why not 20,000? Like, yeah, stop being afraid and scared. The sky's the limit and then beyond. We just put too many limitations on ourselves. For what? We're already risk takers here. If you're gonna think big, be big. Like if you're gonna dream big, you gotta live it. You gotta believe it, right? You want great things? Be great. Know that you deserve it. People talk about 10x and jumping for joy on some super scared. Like scared money don't make money. Anybody who's in this crypto space and this DeFi and this thing, you can't be scared. If you're scared, then it's not the game for you. It's not. And you're watching, you're looking at the math, you're looking at these numbers, you're looking at how things are unfolding. Man, come on, man. After a while, that high risk starts to lessen. And how much of a blessing is that? When the high risk begins to decrease, even though it's still risky, but you're dealing with immutability, right? You're dealing with contracts that can't be tampered. You're dealing with all these things that's affecting great things to come. The chances of you getting rugged is damn near zero. Outside of some type of cataclysmic world event that no human being has any control over. Like, come on, like all these things is primed for like 100,000x. Why not? We saw what Bitcoin did. And people are scared to even say 10,000x now. Scared? What you scared about? You know what I'm saying? You embarrassed? What? Come on, man. That's so crazy. Twin fam in the building. Feels as if the legacy world coming to crypto and shaking people out. Shaking people out their bags by design too. Shaking people out their bags so that they can become more enriched, so that their coffers can be filled. That's the trick bag. That's the trick. That's the trick. I hope they don't scam. I hope for all that is good. For all that is good under the sun and beyond the sun, I hope they don't scam the people in the community. I mean, for real. Like whatever's been working so far, May it continue to work, and people don't fall victim to their deviant selves and decide to do something wretched by pulling the rug on individuals. I hope this continues, because sometimes in most cases we're here because we have nothing else, like as far as options, as far as finance and legacy and anything, savings, investing options. They're limited. They're not as lucrative as it is over here. There is nothing else that's as lucrative as crypto. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be shy of 50. What 50x what? 50x what? That's disrespectful to me. I mean, it's a blessing if it comes, sure, but we talking something huge. We talking thousands and thousands, man. If other things have done much better, and this is supposed to be comparable, if not better than Ethereum, what are we talking about? What are we talking about, son? What we doing? Come on, man. Exactly. You give them the money and they make 1,000x off of it. You know? Over and over and over again, man. From the streets to the suite. From the streets to the suite. These are things we've seen over and over and over and over. Disciple in the building. I mean, I don't see why we can't continue to hold on to the 11,000, 12,000, 15, 20,000 X. Now I don't see why you can't go go beyond the stars, man. Go beyond. Like, if your life, you worth it. You worth thinking that, like, you in it long term, in it to win it. Hold on so you can experience it, so it could come to pass. So what? Ethereum did it. We could go again and experience it something else. This is brand new. This is electric. I mean, come on, there's nothing stopping us but us. This is the problem with people. The only thing that's stopping us is us. Once this thing catches fire, after the next Bitcoin halving, I don't even say that anymore, because I was saying that, and now everybody talking about it. 2024, 2025. I'm looking at 2028, 2029, to be honest, to be super real. I'm just long term with it. I don't mind making bread every day, though. I don't mind, but let it be the right thing to help you make bread every day. These farms, liquidity pool, that's for those who are eager to make money every day. You know, if you got the weight to put in it, do your thing. Who am I to judge? But there's risk in everything. You know what I'm saying? But listening to people talk about, oh, somebody lied and oh, this and that, and the person who's saying it, it's like, yo, son, like, who are you? Who are you? How are you being an asset telling the people that somebody lied? What is that doing for you? But then you talk about all these other, you funny style. Don't talk to me about your footwear and elbow game and all this weird stuff. Like, I don't understand none of that. I don't speak that language. I don't speak certain languages. I don't engage in certain activity too. I'm not gonna talk to y'all in one way and then tomorrow I flip it on you 180 degrees. You have plenty of other content creators that do that. I like to remain as true to what I say as possible and consistent as possible. That's it. You know, because that's how I move. That's just how I am. I don't do good with people contradicting themselves all the time. I don't do well with that. I leave that alone. There's many content creators that just do that. They'll talk about 100 different coins. I don't have time for that. I don't. We're inundated already. With different things, man. I'm hearing about this project. I'm hearing about that and this and that and this, and everything's supposed to be helping some Pulse. Why don't I just acquire Pulse? How about that? And hold on to the Pulse. or if I choose, whatever farm, LP, whatever, if it makes sense, then I mean, come on now. Y'all not doing me any favors. This miner produces this amount of pulse. Yeah, but if you late, you're not getting the same amount that you could have got if you got in early. 1, 2, you got to compound. 3, you got to use your referral, people coming behind you, all that kind of jazz. I got no time for all that anymore. Those are old crypto tactics of old. Look at what Wales Candy did. Yeah. Same tactics. Did it on different blockchain. Want to come out soon after Pulse Chain launches. Make you believe that if you drop a bag, your bag is going to multiply. But you got to also use a referral to get more. Same old tricks. Same old tricks. Same old crap. Different commode. Different toilet. That's what they do. Been doing that, folks. We're going to continue to do that. Oh, this new DEX came out. This dot finance, that dot finance. Oh, this. Oh, look at the million. I said this before 2-3 weeks ago. I saw something that paid 1,000,000% APR. One day, 1,000,000% APR. No cap, like the kids say. As if that's going to hold on. As if you think you're going to get 1,000,000% APR every day. Unbelievable, man. Everybody coming out with a DEX. Now, this DEX supposed to be superior, then that DEX supposed to be superior, then that DEX supposed to be superior, and they're all supposed to be trying to earn pulse. Why don't you just acquire the pulse? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just do that? Oh, this is supposed to help you acquire hex. Why don't you just acquire the hex? This is not hard. It's not. I don't get the confusion. Oh, I'm creating this new protocol. It's called Liability protocol. And when you invest in a Liability token, what it's going to do is going to allow you to pay your gas fee, and you're going to earn PulseX, Pulse, and Hex at the same time. Everybody else uses the same Liability token. That's why you should invest in my project. Why? Because my project was audited 8 different times by 8 different auditors, right? Half of it is security audits, the other half economic audit. Trust me, okay? I have 3,000 years experience in finance, investing, international too. Actually, like Starship Federation, like I've invested in different planets, okay? I come from a different dimension. So buy into Liability token, okay? Buy into it, because you'll get Hex, Pulse Chain, PulseX just by holding my Liability token. Why don't I just get the Hex? What are we doing? But y'all buy into that. Y'all buy into that, and you get a minuscule amount. I earned. Yeah, you know why you should buy Liability token? Because I've been earning hundreds of thousands of pulse every hour. That's what somebody would cape in the background. A paid shill would tell you, right? Make a content or do a video, drop a blog, go on the spaces, and tell you that the Liability token that I'm shilling is earning them hundreds of thousands of pulse. Meanwhile, it's all cap. You take the chance and drop a bag on my Liability. Not only am I gonna thank you for it, right? Because I'm gonna bless you with 1,000,000 Liability tokens, and you're only gonna get 1 Hex, 1 Pulse, and 1 PLSX every hour. And you're gonna wonder, damn, why didn't you drop a bigger bag? Because your man, the guy who I paid to shill, told you and everybody else he's earning hundreds and thousands per hour. It's the trick bag that they keep giving you. The trick bag, the lies they keep telling you. If they were doing it, many other people would be doing it the same if it was safe too. And if it was on the level, why not? But you know what? Again, when they divert your attention and move you away and make you think you're no longer an asset to yourself, you become an instant liability. And that's what they do. I've heard it. I've seen it. It won't stop. And then we'll jump on a social media stream and tell you folks out here and tag me are out here gatekeeping and this and that. They don't want, content or people to come on to chain. And come on, son. Come on, son. Stop lying, lying. Old tricks. There's nothing new. This is for people who are coming in now. You thinking it's new. You thinking people are doing you a favor. They talking to you like, long live Shaka Zulu. I love Shaka Zulu. Yeah, man, I'm down with Shaka Zulu. Meanwhile, their ancestors are Vikings. Shout out to, the international spirit of humanity. I love it too. But listen here. You're not gonna rock me to sleep talking to me about you down with Kwame Ture and Marcus Garvey if you really not about that life. I don't want to hear it. Be real. This is about making bread, and this is how you're doing it. Don't rock me to sleep. Don't try it, because I see right through. What we doing? And then some don't care if you trying to present something real, and because we live in a capitalist society, you're trying to present a product or something that's real, that's good, that can help the community, like help them when they reach a certain level in life. Because they say when you reach a certain level in life, and I so aspire that all of us get to this point where we reach a certain level, and you got motherfuckers, just excuse my language, but it is what it is. We all adults here. You got people knocking on your door talking about, yo, I'll suck your dick if you help me manage your millions and millions of dollars, because I come from planet Pluto Enterprises and we've been helping, aliens all across the different galaxies generate wealth for billions of years. And we can do this for you, sir. You want me to gargle or spit it out? I hope and aspire that we get to that point. You're getting offers from random people. Black card is nothing. Like, you're getting offers from everything that only rich people understand. So that way oh man, damn, this is what they were talking about. Wow, this is what they're talking about. Yeah. When that's already existing in the community, and then folks will just have this opposing view and make it seem like you're not supposed to make money out of it because this is supposed to be, Fidel Castro style, right? Strict regime, socialist, Marxist, communist type of what we doing? You know what I'm saying? We live in a capitalist society for profit. This is how it is. There's no perfect system. No one can describe any perfect system. There's no perfect system. It would suggest you're perfect if you could create a perfect situation. That doesn't even exist. Name one system that everybody could live under that's perfect. There's 0, 0, 0, and everything is not kumbaya. Be an asset and not a liability. Everything is not kumbaya. I want the best for my fellow man, my fellow sister, my community. Of course, I want us to thrive, want us to succeed. But we also have to have our eyes wide open, be vigilant, not buy into the lies and the deceit from soothsayers, pretending like they know something that you don't know and they have everything that you need. Meanwhile, you have everything you need because you have yourself. Everything else you can work to acquire. Good people. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Thank you for rocking with me. You know, we're gonna close this day out. I'm saying to y'all, listen, man, we're here to win. Be vigilant, be open, be receptive, but don't stay asleep. Peace.